Hey guys, how's it going? Manic Ado back once again, this time with Formula 1 2017. I know, to go from a Tomy game to something random like this, but yeah, it's all good. As I said, I like variety. Variety's the spice of life. But yeah, so this game came out today on Steam, and a few days ago I believe on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, so I'm just checking my privileges. We're going to be showing you about 20 minutes of campaign. I'm going to go with Renault. So yeah, that's really it. We're going to just quick look of campaign. So got a teammate here. Now I'm more of a circuit car driver, not a Formula 1, just more of, you know, like sports cars and stuff, supercars. But when it comes to Formula 1, I'm a novice, so this is going to be like brand new to me. I'm only experienced in rally and race cars. I mean, Formula 1 is one kind of type of race car, but you know what I mean, just kind of slower cars, not so extreme. Now we're just checking through our kind of assists here. And yeah, another thing, if the video looks funky, it was because I accidentally recorded it at 30 FPS instead of 60, so I do apologise for that. So it's kind of like 60 FPS on 30 FPS recording, kind of makes it jump and stutter at times. But yeah, other than that, it's ultra high, using an AMD FX 6300 and Radeon R9 390. So yeah. I think on the average I was getting between 60 to 84 FPS. So yeah. Right, this is the start here. We're in the Renault team. Just can't walk around. Hello. Emma Jenkins.
Yes, and I respect.
Yeah, I'm sorry for not recording it at 60 FPS. It was my bad, my fault.
I'm afraid the concessions are mandatory. Yes, that's fine. Get back to me when you can. Goodbye. No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover a couple of quick things with you before you race. Firstly, as requested, there's a copy of your contract. It's a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right of termination if you fail to meet performance standards. You're second driver for now, but work hard, hit your targets, and I'll be able to sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitational events throughout the season. The experience and exposure from these will be great for your image. Plus, you'll get to drive some nice historic cars. Now then, go get ready for the next session. And good luck.
Okay, so we're going to our very first race ever in the career, and I'm a novice. So how can a novice do? Dear kiddie, welcome to Formula 1 team. Like, skip that obviously because, you know, there's a pretty nice area in this. We open up our notebook, we slap them with a notebook. So have a look around here. There's, you know, lots of back end to this game, kind of R&D, upgrading the kind of parts, and whew, oh boy. But yeah, we're just going to do practice one at first, then we're going to skip through the other two practices and go straight to qualifying, and then showing you the first part of the race and then the end of the race. So yeah, we're going to get through all that. So I'm nervous, this is my first practice session, this is first Formula 1 kind of session. Let's see how it goes.
We're about to join the action in what is sure to be an interesting practice session here in Melbourne. It's not long until we get the session underway, and we'll have some cars appearing out on the track. We can see, of course, plenty of activity in the garages as we wait for the green light to get this session underway. Anthony Davidson, thank you for joining me once again. What are you going to be looking out for once the cars get out there on the circuit today?
Well, naturally, in any free practice session, you can never be sure exactly what programs the teams are running, how much fuel they've put in, and so on. So it's important to resist the temptation to draw any firm conclusions from the fastest times on the monitor. What we can do, however, is look for consistent pace over the course of multiple laps. So if someone does half a Grand Prix distance and they're consistently half a second quicker than another driver doing the same, then that's generally a good indicator of a car with a solid race pace.
Right, so we're ready to go. Right, let's go look around here.
In the unforgiving world of Formula 1, free practice sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these...
Morning, Jeff here.
Morning.
I'm looking forward to working with you as your race engineer. Hope you've had a good night's sleep, because we've got a lot of work to do today to prep for the season ahead. We're ready to fire up the car, so why not head out and get a few laps under your belt? Let's get a
Oh,
few
it sounds
laps
pretty
under our
nice, doesn't
belt.
it? Thanks, Warpig, for sending me something through Skype. Right, and we're off. Ooh, first corner. Ooh, that was nerves right there. That was kind of first corner nerves, but we're back in the zone, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, I almost crashed already the first kind of corner, but we managed to pull it off. So I'm just kind of getting used to the way it handles, the way it accelerates, the way it turns. And I'd probably go for these corners a bit too slow because, you know, I'm used to cars which aren't so great aerodynamically. Well, I felt that was a pretty good corner right there. Oh, I overshot it. That was bound to happen. As I said, I'm still getting kind of used to the course, the car, and this is the first time I've done Formula 1, so, you know, it's only natural really for me to just kind of crash. It's the first time on the circuit as well. I've never been on the circuit. It's brand new to me. Right, so... Oh god, that corner come out of nowhere. Oh, oh, hell no. Ah, hell no. So we're gonna go on and skip forward. Yeah, I know I crashed, but what can you do? We're gonna skip past the practicing and on to the next cutscenes. Let's go. Leave. So this is just after we finish one of the practices. We're in this kind of real big cabin.
Ah, you got my message. Perfect. Welcome to Home Away from Home. We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end... Sorry, just a sec. Yeah, Chris here, is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Oh, okay. Right. Well, that makes no sense. Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we've set up a desk for you at the front here. You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
I love the texture of the laptop. That's pretty cool. So this is R&D. It's a section where you kind of use resource points to upgrade your cars, and yeah, so after each race and how you do, you get resource points which you can then spend. So yeah, we got 2,500. I think I'm going to spend this point in aerodynamics. Yep, there's all different types. We're going to go with front-end aerodynamics. So it looks like we only do one pass at a time, so oh well. Yeah, there you go, that's kind of the R&D and stuff, that's really cool. Let's move onwards now to the next part.
of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you.
Rivalry.
Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
Damn. Hot damn. So, this is my new rival, it's my teammate, which is kind of funny. Oh well, if that's it, so be it. So, we're going to be moving on to qualifying now.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. Watching some of the cars attack the high-speed corners, it occurred to me that this might be one of the more awkward tracks to prepare a car for. Do you go for top speed over grip, or do you look to maximise performance in all the corners?
It's easy to make your car quick in a straight line, you just take all the downforce off. But when it comes to a track like this, you really need a bit more of a compromise. The main focus here is carrying speed through the fast-flowing corners, but you still don't want to be a sitting duck on the straight.
So there we go, we get to choose tyres, but we're just going to stick as what it is and just go for it. And we're off to qualify. So this is just one shot qualifying. I put it on one lap just to see what it's like. Yeah, oh, there's ghosts. Look at that, they absolutely mullered me on that corner because, you know, obviously they're used to it, I'm not. It's Hamilton. We'll try and catch up to him on this corner. Oh, I actually felt I did pretty good for that corner then. Oh, God, I spoke too soon, I kind of slowed down too much there, but yeah. Alright, he's pulling away. This is obviously my novice part of me shown in the F1 scene. I took a pretty nice start there. Come on, we can get him. Ooh. Wow. That was, oh, god damn it. I thought I had him then. That actually looked like a pretty fast line, but unfortunately he's still in front, which, I mean, you know, it happens. Damn, he absolutely destroyed that one corner then. How am I meant to keep up with that? Vettel's a beast. Oh, I almost kind of lost control there. But going a bit wide. Fortunately I kept it. I'm kind of under pressure right now. Lots of pressure. We're going to try and go as fast as we can to catch up. Well, that was actually a really nice corner. Of course Vettel finishes first, but the question is, what position do I finish in? Wow, there we go. We've got an achievement to the bottom right as well.
As we wind down from
We finished 5th, that's not bad actually.
Here's a look at your top 3. Vettel,
So in the practices I basically finished last. I was doing 140s I think, 139, 140, I was being 20th, so 131 from 140 is actually pretty good improvement I believe, you know. So now we'll be going into the full race. I'm hyped for it. And I look forward to it. I look forward to improving a 131. And of course, it's absolutely mothering down right now.
It's out with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in what we hope will be a triumphant new era of Formula One racing. For our drivers, though, it's very much business as usual, as they look to be first across that line and get their championship off to a winning start. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, former F1 competitor, former world champion, and dare I say it, all-round top bloke as well. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, and it's gone and rained on us. I imagine that that's not especially helpful for the teams, who are still trying to figure out, of course, what kind of performance they're all capable of.
Vettel.
Thanks for the glowing introduction.
I'm scared of you, sir. Forget him. Hey.
I can't wait to see what this competitive field has in store for us
Honda.
this season.
Ooh.
Now, in
Honda
regards to
McLaren,
the
is
weather,
it?
you're absolutely right. You know, we've just come here off the back of testing. It's the first
I've never
opportunity
watched
to really
Formula 1
gauge
actually.
whether
I've
reliability
always
is,
been more of a
whether
MotoGP type
performance
person
is,
on
how
bikes,
stack up
but
against the competitors
this is the
in
first for
Grand
me.
Prix, and now it all has to be kind of put on hold for a bit. So now the question becomes, who can be adaptable? Who has the wet weather pace, and who can make best use of these difficult circumstances to come out on top in these conditions?
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Bottas, Renault and Ricciardo, Massa, Verstappen, Perez and Roman.
You're above where we expected on the grid. Be careful not to lose places, as there will be faster cars around you.
Unfortunately, we actually ended quite high up in the
Put the clutch in.
qualifying, so now we're position 5, which is pretty good for a noob, right?
Clutch out, we're green.
And well, somehow I managed to ace that, which is also awesome as a noob. So we're gonna see the heavy rain is really bad, but oh god, oh no, oh no. It looks like we're okay.
The front wing.
We're okay.
Damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Yeah, that was just a warning, I guess, you know, which is kind of lame, but wow, that was a nice position. And then right there, that kind of really put him in his own. So we got Hamilton and Vettel, two behemoths in the industry. And they're really kind of getting some headway on me. That's okay. Just have to try and race harder.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
Wait, on the inside, ooh, that was questionable. I don't know if that was a good good takeover, or if I kind of cut a bit too much there. Probably cut a bit too much, but yeah. I just realised it's 15 laps, so we're gonna skip ahead to about lap 13 or so. And yeah, just wanted you to get a feel of the game really, and what it's all about, and you know, obviously Formula 1 racing, but yeah. So, as you see, the weather effects right now are awesome, gorgeous. Racing's really soft and smooth. And we're constantly above 60 FPS, so yeah, yay. Right. Oh, I took that. I almost crashed there. So yeah, let's forward on. So yeah, we're on lap 14 now. We took that a bit wide. We've got some ground on Hamilton and someone else, but Vettel is still miles ahead. He's been doing lap after lap so great, and I've been struggling really to keep up, but still, I think second place is really good considering I'm brand new, I'm a newbie, and you know, it's my first kind of gig, if you like, second place, beating Hamilton. I'd be super happy with that. Coming around now, final lap. And I actually managed to pull off a 1:46.611, which is actually super fast for me, but yeah.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 of a lap.
Let's kind of really try and make another best lap here. See my skills improve from the last 20 minutes of you watching me. It's gone from crashing after crashing to actually, I think I have some sort of reputable line now. Although probably still going a bit too slow. And we got one more lap of fuel remaining. Uh-oh. As you see, we're 0.3 of a second faster than our fastest lap, which is great. And our fuel blinkers going on. Bing, 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 bing. Low fuel. Warning, low fuel. Oh yeah, Vettel's well gone. I got no chance of catching him. So as always, Vettel remains supreme. But I feel really happy with my second place finish. Well, if I don't crash, of course. Well, I am feeling quite complacent and happy. But overall, this game's been pretty fun. I've enjoyed it myself personally. Really soft, really smooth, and just the graphic effects and all that kind of stuff, and the backstory, and how it's just not about racing and winning. As you see, Vettel's gone across the line now. He's won. Right, so it's going to be my turn to finish the line now, I hope in second, and yeah. Here we go, across the line we go. So yeah, second place. Awesome. I'm happy for that now.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
I'm really happy with second position. I feel I did really, really good, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'm just going to see what comes after this. Is there anything more?
Well then, that concludes another excellent Grand Prix. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Rain always has the potential to liven up a race and mix up the order, and they've taken full advantage of that to claim the victory today. It's always a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to stay on circuit and have come out on top.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way
Ooh,
out,
there's the Wales flag.
a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
Yeah, they get the trophy, I get nothing. I cry all the time. But Vettel was really good. Oh, there's the Wales flag, woohoo! Even though it should technically be Great Britain, but whatever, I'm not arguing that, I prefer the Wales flag anyway. But I think I did really, really good, and I'm proud of my performance, you know? Yeah, I'm standing right next to Vettel, happy
And
face.
after this round of the World Championship,
And yeah, my best
here's how
lap
things
also,
look in the
bested
drivers'
him as
table.
well.
Sebastian Vettel takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent
146.536.
result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Probably Stoffel Van Dorn.
Hey, Stoffel Van Dorn. What about Kitty Skies? I did really good. I'm brand new driver, come second. Did the best lap, come on. And you're giving it to Stoffel Van Dorn. I cry all the frickin' time. But yeah, you can buy this on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Steam. Now on. Oh yeah.
Is this the one?
Indeed it is. And this is Jonathan. He's going to let you drive some of his cars.
Well, not quite my cars, per se. It's a mere detail. You know, I'd really rather be down there racing them myself, to be honest. I'm actually quite handy behind the wheel, but it's the downforce, those lateral Gs, you know? The old neck can't really handle it. So I need a pro. And that's where you come in. We run in a bunch of events throughout the year. Time trials, races, all sorts. And I have it on good authority that you have the ability and temperament to do well in these. Make our business look good and, most importantly, bring the cars back in one piece. So consider this a formal invitation. I'll see you at the track.
Now, I'd just like to step into my office. I'd like to go over this.
I wonder what they're going inside to do. Oh, I know what it is. Just a typical generic. Let's do some business, but we know what they're doing inside there, don't we? Perverts.